Now, multiplication to be shown in the representational stage. How do we do it? 12 by 13, we have seen that in the concrete stage with the base 10 blocks. The same 12 by 13 we can use, we can do using the square line book. Let us first show 12. This is the one block of 10 and then 1 unit, 1 unit. Similarly, let us show 13, one block of 10 and then 3 units, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. What do we have to do now? We need to complete this particular area. We have to fill up this area. When we fill it up, we get the product of 12 into 13. How do we fill it up? In the concrete form, what did we do? What help did we get? We got the green plate. That is, the green plate, how big is it? It has 100 squares. That is, this 10 and this 10. If we fill up this place, we get 100 squares. One green plate goes into this place. This is 100. And then what did we do? We took a blue rod, that is 10. We kept one more blue rod, another 10. And the third 10 went here. We have some place here. We kept one more 10 here. We kept one more 10 here. How many 10s? 3, 4, 5. 5 10s. What are we left with? Units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1. 6 units. How many hundreds do I have? Let us write it here. 100. How many 10s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 10s would make it 50. How many units do we have? 6. Totally, how much do we have? In the 12 multiplied by 13, how many squares? 6, 5, 1. So, 156. This is the answer. This is the representational stage. The representational stage. This is what we call it. Now, we have used the square line books to work this out. But if we give them bigger numbers, it will go beyond the square line notebook. So, till they understand the concept, we have to give them small numbers. One more point to be noted is this particular spot should be empty. They should not start writing the 10 from here. The best way is to show them the X mark. The symbol stands for multiplication. So we can teach them that this particular spot should always be reserved for multiply symbol. So if we teach them like that, the students will not make a mistake and the answer will not be wrong. When we tell the children to fill up this particular rectangle, we can ask them to color the rectangle with different colors or shades. They can shade it like this. From this, they will understand that these are different areas. They can put dots or lines. they can fill it up using different colors. The reason behind it is the teachers call it the area method or the product method. But the students in the second, third, fourth grade wouldn't have learnt area. Therefore, if we tell them this is the area method, they may ask us what is area. Hence, we can tell them that this is a coloring method. So, this is a rectangle. These are different areas. Color with the different colors. So, this will be a fun activity for them. That is much better. Now, let's see from representational stage to the abstract stage. How do we do moving towards abstract stage? First, let us see 12 multiplied by 13. There are two methods to do this in the abstract stage. First method is box method. Let us look at it. 12. How did we get 12 in the concrete stage? We used a block of 10 and then 2 units. Similarly, 13, a blue rod and then 3 units. 2 blocks of 10 and 3 and 2 units. Now when we multiply, we understand multiplication. Let us see how to do it in the box method. Let us draw boxes in this way. We have to fill up the boxes now. 10 into 10. The answer is 100. We know that. It's a green plate. 10 into 2. When we did 12 by 13, let's look at it. We saw 20. That is 2 tens, 20. 10 into 3 or 3 into 10. We know the answer. 30. 3 into 2. We know that. We know the tables also. 6. What do we do with the numbers? Add them up. We have 120 here. 36 here. What is the total? 6, 5, 1. Let us add the columns. 1, 30 and then 26. Let us add these two numbers. We should get 156. So 6 plus 0 is 6, 2 plus 3 is 5, 1 and nothing here. So 1, 156. This is the box method. Why do we call it the box method? Because we draw boxes here and divide the given numbers into smaller numbers and then we multiply. When we multiply, we don't have to remember tables of bigger numbers. That is the advantage. Smaller numbers can be multiplied easily. That is why we get the answer easily. When teaching multiplication to the children, teachers normally give importance to the tables because they think if the children learn the tables well, it will be easy for them to understand multiplication and division. So, how do we learn tables? Let us learn from 1 till 5, 12, 25. The more tables you know, the better for the children. Teachers give very high importance on the learning of tables. This has been the case. Now, how can we learn the tables? Let us start making a table of the tables. Tables would mean we start from 0 and go till 10. We have to learn the tables. Let us see a simpler way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. Now, multiplying 0 by 0, the product is 0. I have nothing and I have to multiply by nothing. So that is 0. Now, multiply 0 with 1. I have nothing and I have to multiply by 1. When we multiply 0 and 1, again the product would be nothing, right? So, whatever I do not have, I cannot multiply. So, that is 0. So, if I multiply 0 with anything, then we get 0. Now, take any number and multiply it with 0. That also will be 0. I have 1. If I do not multiply it with anything or with 0, then it becomes 0. So, this entire column will be 0. Now, multiply 1 by 1, that is 1. So, if we go on, multiply 1 with any number, then the product will be always that number. So, that is simple. 1 multiplied by any number is that number. Similarly, any number multiplied by 1 will be the number itself. So, the product is that number which is multiplied with 1. So, we get the same answer in the column. Now, multiply 2 by 2, that is table of 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 5 times, 6s are, 7s are, 8s are, 9s are, 10, 2 10s are. 3, what about 3? 3 2s are 6, 3s are 9, 4s are 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 and 30. We can do it column wise also. 5 2s are 10, 6 2s are 12, 7 2s are 14, 8 2s are 16. What is happening here? We are just skipping a number. We can do it this way and that way. Let us continue. 4 3s are 12, 5 3s are 15. The idea is to fill up this particular square. So you can do it in any way. 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Now, we can observe something special here. These are the given numbers 0 to 10. The curious part of this particular table, there is an interesting fact about this table. Do you see anything interesting when you look at it? Here, if we draw one line this way, so this particular line, look at this square. this line divides it into half. That is, this half and that half. The central line equally divides these two halves. In these two halves, the interesting part is, observe it, this part and that part are the reflections. Do you observe the symmetry? Let us see. 7 fours are 28. 4 sevens are 28. So 28 and 28, 24 and 24, 18 and 18, 10 and 10. They are all the mirror reflections of the numbers on both sides. They match. What is the meaning? When we multiply one number by a second number, the answer is the second number multiplied by the first number. 8 fours are 24 and 4 eights are 8 fours are 32. 4 eights are 32. 32 are, when you multiply A and B, it equals B into A. Another interesting fact is, when you multiply any number with 0, the answer is 0. This is one rule. The same thing applies here. 0 into any number is also 0. The third fact is, when you multiply 1 with any number, the product is the number itself. We have seen that in the row and the column. So, A into 1 is equal to A. 1 into A also equals A. Similarly, any number multiplied by 10. The simpler way of remembering is that number followed by a 0. It is always the truth. Any number multiplied by 10. We get the same number followed by a 0. If you remember these rules, we need not learn the tables by heart. That is not necessary. What we have to learn by heart is, let us see it here. This central line, the numbers on this line, the children don't know this concept yet. These are the square numbers. These are all square numbers. 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16, and so on. Now, if we learn these numbers, this portion, the square numbers and this side of the numbers, we know all tables. Children, if you ask them for 5s are, since they would have mugged it up, they would start from the beginning. 4 1s are, 4 2s are, 4 3s are. This will go on. They will again go back to the first number. If we ask them what is 5 4s are, they will again start 5 1s are, 5 2s are. Since they have learnt it by heart, they don't know A into B is equal to B into A. So if we learn through this particular activity, this particular practice, and then with this activity, they can remember the tables in a very easy way. They have to understand table as a rule of multiplication. They don't have to learn all these numbers by heart. 8 3s are 24. That is enough. 3 8s are 24 is automatic. A into B is equal to B into A. So, with this particular tabulation, children will be able to learn multiplication very easily and they may be able to appreciate it. Children should do it on their own. If they do it, they will remember it very easily.